Would you believe me if I said that I used to speak at this volume all the time in every interaction with my family, my friends, and colleagues? Gosh, I haven't spoken at this volume for a very long time, or at least not consistently at this volume for a very long time. I think we can adjust our volume depending on what setting we're at, what environment, what message we're trying to share. But let me tell you about my experience. So this was a couple of years ago, about 10 years ago. I was still working in corporate, and I was doing a 360 review with a coach. And as it happens with 360 reviews, you send it out, you get some feedback anonymously. Now, one of the feedbacks that had come up was that Naureen hardly speaks in meetings, and even when she does, we can hardly hear her. And that leads me to believe that she doesn't believe in herself, or she doesn't have any confidence in herself. And that makes me doubt what she's actually saying. Now, that was very hard to hear because I was very confident in myself and my technical abilities, but clearly that wasn't coming across. And so I had to work on my communication, and I didn't really know how to do it. Luckily, around that time, my employer sent me on some communication skills training. And part of the reason was I was doing a lot of public speaking, but clearly what I needed to work on was my internal communication. And so it was like a 2.5-day training session, a small group. They film you throughout these 2.5 days. And clearly, once my film came up for review, one of the things I had to work on was volume. And so I had to practice this. And the instructor at the time had told me that when you're practicing this, Naureen, it's going to sound like you're screaming in your head, in your ears. It feels like you're shouting. It's just your body getting used to a new level of volume that you're not used to utilizing. And so I think I was reading a script, and I really had to shout at the top of my lungs. And the feedback that I got from the other participants was, Naureen, we can finally hear you. And I didn't need the participants to just tell me this. When I watched the recording back, I could see the difference between the first one and then the one that I had practiced as well. I could see it and I could hear it. Now, it's one thing to do this training. It's a completely other thing to keep it going and keep practicing. It took courage to keep practicing. It took a period of adjustment for my colleagues to get used to it. But I kept at it. And in the end, it's what really helped me then get that promotion and progress in my career. It was a small change, just volume, and also speaking up more in meetings. But speaking up is one thing, but making sure that you're heard, it completely changes people's perception of you. My content didn't change, but the visibility and the fact that people heard me is what helped me progress in my career. And it's what's helping me today as well. What volume are you speaking at? And do you vary it according to the situation or according to the context or the environment that you're in? Are you aware of what you're doing? I'm Naureen, a community builder, gender balance champion, and communications advocate. And I'm here to help you harness the talent of your voice.